I saw today where Roger Goodell, might have been yesterday, came out and said that this was the case. But Roger Goodell effectively said that there was predatory behavior that Deshaun Watson had engaged in. And this happened last week, where there was a 6-game suspension officially given. And then the NFL had several days to decide whether or not to appeal. They have appealed. They want a year or more for Deshaun Watson. I've said it for a long time, and I'll continue to say it now. I am opposed to the idea of sports leagues giving suspensions. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of sports leagues conducting their own investigations. I don't believe it makes sense whatsoever. I've argued against it for a long time. You can go back and read old articles that I wrote. I was right. I think the precedent that the NFL set by deciding to be judge, jury, executioner, by investigating off the field entirely related behavior, right? I'm not talking about whether somebody used PEDs or whether there was a violation of rules or inappropriate behavior that occurs in a game. I'm talking about the NFL actually conducting their own version of criminal investigations. I don't think it makes any sense. I don't think it ever has made any sense. And in the Deshaun Watson case, 30 different women accusing him either criminally or civilly of inappropriate behavior. The key takeaways from that decision that the judge rendered was that Deshaun Watson did, in fact, violate the women based on the evidence that she reviewed, that there was strong evidence that he had committed inappropriate behavior. And as part of that inappropriate behavior, in her ruling, what I thought was probably the most significant part of that ruling was that Deshaun Watson did sexually assault these women. And so now the NFL is arguing there's predatory behavior and Deshaun Watson deserves a more substantial punishment. I think that's probably true relative to the precedents in place. Ezekiel Elliott, 1 woman, 6 games. Ben Roethlisberger, 1 woman, 6 games, no charges filed in either. We could run through a long litany of past punishments. Deshaun Watson also set up a virtual low contract, so whatever punishment he would get going forward would not be very substantial in his mind in terms of costing him very much money. So I don't think you can count last year because he got full payment and he wasn't ineligible. He elected not to play himself. But the NFL, in my mind, I said the same thing about Trevor Bauer for Major League Baseball. I don't think it makes sense for these leagues to be making the choices that they are as it pertains to people who are not charged with criminal offenses and whether or not they're eligible to play and what suspensions they should have on top of whatever league mandated and criminal related issues there might be out there.